Welcome to the exciting rebirth of Superstar, featuring choose your membership rate as low as just $3 a month. At Superstar, you get expanded, exclusive video scopes each and every week, unlimited access to special horoscopes, class passes for Synchronicity University, consultations with me, and so much more. All of this in the Superstar space. I look forward to meeting you there. Hello, fabulous superstar Aries. Welcome to your horoscope for the month of July 2021. I am your astrologer, Nadiya Shah. Thank you for being here. It is a remarkable astrological month, without a doubt. Now, normally I like to talk about and focus, at least for the month, on important lunar events that are set to take place. I like to flesh out the nuances more as we go along week to week, whether on YouTube or in the superstar space. But for you, I do want to mention right off the bat that you have a very important celestial occurrence taking place smack dab in the middle of the month. On July 15 is when Chiron will go retrograde in your sign. The fact that Chiron is standing still in the sky, and especially as we move towards the middle of the month, means that your own sense of vulnerability is likely to be heightened. Your own awareness around the things that have hurt you in your life, in your past, the things that have hurt you to the point that they have shaped you, are likely going to be very much on the surface for you at this time. And so it becomes that much more important to be kind and gentle to yourself, to practice self-care where it is you need it, because it ultimately is going to be this energy that invites you to go deeper and to heal deeper, to understand what you really need, and to ensure that whatever your self-concept is, who you know yourself to be, what matters to you most, what matters to you first, is rooted in a more loving vision of yourself and not rooted in the things that have hurt you in the past. In this way, this energy can be quite powerful in that it can awaken your inner healer, and it can awaken you to your own power to move your life in a more loving, more wise, more authentic direction than you knew before. And that really is the gift of this time. Now, outside of that, we do have important lunar events set to take place as we begin the month. It is going to be right around the 9th of the month that we will have this month's new moon. And this new moon is going to take place at the very foundation of your chart, the bottom of your sky, having to do with home and family of origin. And what I love about this particular new moon is the way in which it is speaking in harmony with Uranus. There's a sense of ease and surprise and delight here. I think many Aries are going to be called home in some way, going to want to spend more time at home, perhaps with your family of origin, your parents, where it is that that applies. Now, this can also be you having wonderful ideas that you want to cultivate in your own time and space. If you have a home-based business or you work with homes, this can be a surprisingly prosperous time where new opportunities are set to find you. Even just buying, selling, moving, attracting a new roommate, all of that can come together very quickly and very much by delight. As we navigate later into the month, it is going to be right around the 23rd that we will have this month's full moon. Now, what makes this full moon distinct is that it will be the first full moon of two full moons. There will be another one 28 and a half days later in the same part of the sky. For you, this is friendships, groups you belong to, the hopes and wishes that you have for your life. This part of the sky is decidedly lofty. Now, this particular full moon is happening at the very beginning of its respective sign. The next full moon in this part of the sky next month will be at the very end of this part of the sky. Now, normally with full moons, you get a sense of culmination and maybe even closure as well. Things come full circle in some way. But because this full moon is at the very beginning of its sign, it isn't just that there's a sense of closure or culmination, but there's also the promise of a beginning here. It's going to take a little bit of time to really flesh out the nuances and to really understand what stays and what goes. That will be revealed next month. And of course, I'll be here to talk about it every step of the way. But for now, know that along with what feels like it's changing, what feels like it's coming to fruition, what feels like you're getting clarity, will also come the promise of a new beginning. And so, for some of you out there, this is going to represent a shift or a change where it comes to your friendships or group dynamics and group alliances. Here's something also to take into consideration. This full moon is essentially unaspected. It is making a quincunx formation with Jupiter. But other than that, when we look at important major celestial conversations, we don't really have that happening with this full moon. And so there's something about the beginning that is happening here that also represents fulfillment, but isn't really taking wings just yet. And that's okay. So whether it is you're just connecting with new people at this time, or you're connecting with people that you already know, maybe some ideas are being discussed of what you could do together. Perhaps it is now that an awakening around the things that you wish for and hope for in your life, well, all of that could be coming to the surface. It could be at this time that there's a desire to be social, to celebrate in some way, and there may very well be things to celebrate. But then where do we go forward from there? All of that may be coming to the surface at this time. Of course, you'll find a way to navigate this time and become very aware, at least emotionally aware, of where it is that you feel there are strong friendship ties that matter to you. Where it comes to matters of love, it was late last month that Venus changed signs, and towards the end of last month moved into a very heart-oriented part of the sky for you. And so as we begin this month, there's an energy of flirtation and romance that is very strong in the air and is going to continue through most of this month. It is right around the time that we get to that full moon late in the month that the energies really start to shift. We have Venus leaving this heart-oriented part of the sky. Mars is going to leave that heart-oriented part of the sky as well. And all of that suggests that it is the first weeks of the month where the party's really happening for you, and where it is that you want to connect with people in a meaningful way. Well, it looks like you'll be getting your flirt on. Now, the most romantic day of the month happens right around the 13th. Now, keep in mind, I mentioned earlier, for you, the 15th, we've also got Chiron going retrograde. And so it looks like whatever may be happening in matters of heart and love, there's also a sense of you feeling a heightened vulnerability. But that can actually work to your advantage at this time, because there's nothing like vulnerability to endear us to others, but you just want to do so in a way that allows you to feel safe at the same time. So if it is that you are open to meeting someone new, you've got wonderful energy to connect with someone new. As I said, right around that full moon, Venus is going to leave this flirtatious part of the sky for you. It is at the end of the month that Mars will leave this flirtatious part of the sky. And this could be a very beautiful, powerful, wonderful energy for you, especially around the 13th, because ultimately it is these energies that invite you to take into consideration what it is that you really want in your heart of hearts, but also invites you to have fun. And so in the process of having fun, you may connect with someone new, especially around the middle of the month. It may lead you to be aware of your own vulnerabilities, but it can also be the keys to healing them. For those of you just starting to date somebody, I love the energy overall, especially mid-month, because it is so fun and flirtatious. There's a lot of love and a lot of romance in the air, especially for you. But remember, there's also this turning point moment. I do want to let you know as well, at the end of the month, right around the 29th, just before Mars leaves this part of the sky, it's going to connect with Jupiter. And that can be a moment where it feels like things really go over the top or really go overboard. And so enjoy the energy this month for what it is, but know that a turning point is coming as you navigate towards the last days of the month. And for those of you in an established bond, well, I love the very flirtatious and fertile energy of this time. If you have children or want children, that is going to be a focus for you throughout this month. But having said that, where it is that you're hoping to connect with your partner on that level of heart and understanding each other more deeply on that level, well, we've got beautiful energy this month that is going to help you to do just that, especially in the middle of the month. What I love about this month for you, there is so much here. There's always so much happening in the sky, and it can be a very exciting time. I do love that very lovely new moon energy we have mid-month, because that energy does say that at least where it comes to home, you are feeling strong, your foundations are feeling strong, and you're beginning again in some way that feels right to you. At the same time, you are beginning an important journey where you're coming to understand where you are in relation to others, like groups and like friendships. But it's the very beginning. With some sense of illumination and fulfillment will also come a new beginning, at least now. Know that you are on a journey of learning even more of an understanding of where it is that you feel you truly connect with others in a meaningful way. Well, thank you so much for watching. You can get a video like this each and every week for each and every sign for as low as just $3 a month. With choose your membership rate at NadiyaShahSuperstars.com. Superstars get expanded exclusive video scopes each and every week, a monthly full moon party facilitated by me online. Higher tiers get you things like unlimited access to special horoscopes, class passes with Synchronicity University, consultations with me, and so much more. All of this in the superstar space at NadiyaShahSuperstars.com. I look forward to meeting you there. Thank you again for watching. It'll be a great month. Enjoy.